Hello, my name is Rachel, and welcome to my art channel where I show you how to craft stuff. In this video, we are finishing up our shield from Quest for Camelot. This animated movie is fantastic, but there are a few inconsistencies regarding the size and general shape of the shield. So I'm just making a best guess and we'll see what happens. Let's dive in. I decided to make the shield domed and 28 inches in diameter. The best way to do this is to make a quarter of the shield with 14-inch sides at a bit less than a 90-degree angle. That way, when you glue the pieces together, it will naturally form a domed shape. Because maths. As I'm tracing this template onto my 6mm foam, you may have noticed a few triangle cutouts in the template. These cutouts tend to give larger shields more of a domed shape when the edges are glued together. However, that plan doesn't really work out too well this time. Before we glue the shield pieces together, I wanted to show this layout. To get a better dome shape, two of the pieces were cut at an angle so that when the edges are glued together, they can bend easily and it puts less stress on the foam. The ones cut at an angle are marked with A. Instant dome! I cut out extra pieces of foam and glued them into the triangle cutouts when the cutouts didn't work. Luckily, this shield has a thick outer ring design on the front of it that can cover up all of my mistakes. I'm designing the ring template based on the shield template from before. Before we glue the outer ring pieces onto the shield, we need to pin them in place and trace them onto the shield so we know where to put the glue. As usual, we are relying on our friend Barge Cement Glue for all of this. To make the 3 rings on the center of the shield, I am being a little bit thrifty and using a pie plate for the template, and making the rings 2 fingers thick. Off camera, I will end up sanding these down a little and making them thinner and more dimensional. The final design pieces to make are the bolts that go around the outer ring. Instead of using foam clay that takes about 3 years to dry, we are going to be using an EVA foam rod and cutting it down into 8 smaller pieces. Then we sand each piece into a domed bolt head and glue it on top. I like the look of 8 bolts rather than 6, plus 8 bolts are going to be more work to make, so that's what we're doing. Off camera, the shield was primed with a few spray coats of Plasti-Dip sealer, then sprayed with a dark blue paint. I ended up not liking the blue paint, so now we're going to paint a lighter blue onto the shield with a sponge. The sponge gives the paint more texture and makes it look more like metal rather than just painted foam. And just listen to this sponge. With the outlines finally done, we're ready to sponge the gold paint on top. A good rule of thumb is to cover up parts of the shield, like the enarmes, that you don't want to accidentally spray paint. So after we take these covers off, the final bit of painting can be done on the inside. I ended up not painting the inside of it blue to match the outer part of the shield, but we will use the sponge to paint the bolt covers gold, as well as the outer edge of the shield. After a second coat of paint on everything, it's time for the glamour shots. Thank you for watching this video and supporting the channel. I hope you enjoyed watching this shield come to life as much as I enjoyed making it. Be sure to watch part 1 to see how I made the enarmes for the back of the shield, and please leave your suggestions for future projects in the comments below. I'll see you later.